So this is Miss Parker and
Miss Casey.
And we're here to show you a couple of things about storing your files in our new cloud-based storage with Google instead of wherever you might have them stored right now, such as the server. So the first way I'm going to show you is just strictly web-based. And this is how we'll want kids to do their uploading since they don't have just one computer that they use. So if you see the little green, or excuse me, I'm not colorblind, that's really weird. If you see the little orange up arrow next to the create, if you click that, the first options it'll give you is just files, but you can actually enable being able to upload a whole folder. And so it's asking you to do that with Chrome instead of with Internet Explorer, which we're using. So for now, I'm just going to show you the uploading of a file. And it's pretty similar to any normal way of looking up information where it just opens up a browser like this, and then you can find the things that you want to upload. And again, if you do this on Chrome, you could do more than one thing at a time. So I'm going to upload the Casey Citations lesson that I had from summer school. And it's going to ask me if I want to convert the document or not. If you have a document that has a lot of complicated formatting, you might want to tell it not to convert the document because it might mess up your formatting. But if it's just a simple document, then you can go ahead and tell it to convert. And the nice thing about that is it lets you actually edit the things right in Google Drive. So for this one, because it did have some weird formatting, I'm just going to upload it without converting. And you can see right here, conversion is off, and I could always change that later to on. So since I was just in my main folder, it just added it to my files, and I could move it into a folder later if I wanted to, which you can't really see right now. So here is the Casey Citations, and you can see it has the little W there because it is a Word document that at this point I can only view and not edit. But again, I have the option of converting it into something that would be editable. But Miss Casey knows about downloading Drive, so I'm going to let her show you how that works.
So basically, last year I used Dropbox, which is very similar to what Google Drive does, but it's nice now that everything's on one system in the Google Documents and that it's all linked to my email and all things like that. So I enjoy using this system a lot better. So the first thing you have to do is download Drive for PC. And have you done this on this computer, Ms. Parker? So you're just going to click Download Drive for PC. It's going to ask you to run and save your download, and hopefully this won't take too long. And it's basically going to put a new folder, like a new My Documents, on your computer, and then you're going to start saving things into that folder, and it will automatically put them into Google Drive. And once it's in Google Drive, you can access them from any computer at any time, as long as you're signed into your Google account. So I can get them on my phone, I can get them on my home laptop, I can get them on any school laptop as long as I log into Google, and I can get them on my school desktop. So anytime I need to open a file, I just have to go and log into Google, and it'll be right there waiting for me. And we're going to wait 14 more seconds for our Google Drive to download, and I'll show you how that file works. All right. Do you mind if we send crash and report usage statistics to Google, Ms. Parker?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Next. Start sync. Here we go. All right. We're on board now. There it goes. All right, it's going to restart and reload your desktop real quick just to put the folder on there for you. And here it goes. In our files, we now have right here under Favorites this little folder with the Google Drive triangle that saves all of our Google Drive folders. Go away, Adobe. So, any file you've accessed, or any file you've saved is now on here. And what I love about this Google Drive is that now it functions as just a folder on my desktop, so I don't have to do everything in a web browser. So if I were to open up one of my Google files, so LFA Information Literacy Curriculum, it will open it up in the web browser and I can edit it as a document. But I prefer to use the Microsoft products. So if I were to open the Casey Citations document, instead of it just showing me a picture of what it could be, it's already downloaded onto the computer and I just have access to it. So here it is as my Word document. And every time I save it, I don't have to save over an old document and make sure that it's not making like a million copies. It just saves over top of the one that was already in that folder. So if I was to edit anything in this Word document and then save it, it would save into the Drive folder just like it would in any other typical folder. So here it is, and that's awesome. And so I use this for all of my lessons. I put my Smart Notebook files in there along with the student note pages and any kind of PowerPoints and anything, and I'm at home working on my home computer and I save them in this folder, and then when I show up for work the next day, this same folder is downloaded onto my school desktop and I can just open that file and everything I want is right there. And so it puts it here in your favorites whenever you're looking at a save function, and it also puts it right on your computer. So if I were to start any random document and want to save it, I would just go to File, Save As, here we go. And then, once it opens for me, then it would just be one of my options under Favorite. I could just click Google Drive and I could say Excel Test, and I save it there. And if I close that out, if I go back to my Google Drive on this computer and I let it refresh, where's your refresh button? Ms. Parker, right here.
It's
already there.
It was that quick. That's
It's
awesome.
right here. It's already popped up in Excel Test, and like she said, this X lets us know that it's an Excel document. So if I was trying to do this in the web browser and I clicked on this, I'd be like, oh no, it's just a picture. I'd have to download it and then edit it and then make sure I saved it and then upload it again to Drive. But working with the folder on your desktop allows you to just automatically save it in the folder, so there's no more worrying about uploading. But like Ms. Parker said, our students aren't going to be able to do this because it would require them to download that Drive file to the laptops, and because they don't have administrator approval, they can't be downloading things to the laptop. So you will have to teach the students how to upload individual documents, but you as a teacher should be able to just save the files to the folder, which
Thank
makes
you, Miss
your life a lot
Casey.
easier.
This definitely seems to make life much easier. Oh,
That's
what did it do?